listen, before we even get into this madness that's unfolding in hip-hop, let's just be real for a second. The Drake-loving, Lubre-losing OVO stans, yeah, they're officially out of control. They're flooding chats, blowing up comments, throwing money at the screen just to yell at me. Even when I'm not talking about Drake, they force themselves into the conversation. That level of obsession, it's beyond delusional at this point. It's spiritual. But if you know me, you already know. They're not gonna like what I'm about to say. So go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, because what's coming next, the truth needs to be seen. Let's make sure the downfall of the Law, Love, and Losers gets the attention it truly deserves. Now let's talk Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, the current chaos in hip-hop. You know what? It was nice. For a brief moment, it was genuinely nice to just sit back and enjoy a new album from Tyler the Creator, Don't Tap the Glass. It felt fresh, creative, artistic, a rare moment of peace in the genre. But of course, peace never lasts long when Drake and his OVO army are around. See, these guys, they can't stand not being the center of attention. It's like they're allergic to letting anyone else shine. The moment someone else drops something authentic or meaningful, here they come, dragging the conversation back to themselves like a bunch of clout-thirsty engagement farmers. And during what could have been a historic day in hip-hop, instead of letting Kendrick and Tyler breathe, Drake's fans went into overdrive. They attacked, they trolled, they made it all about him. Again. But guess what? In the middle of this storm, someone unexpected stepped into the ring. King James himself. And what LeBron did? Oh, it was poetic justice. LeBron just obliterated Drake in a way that no diss track could ever touch. See, Drake made LeBron a punchline on his track, What Did I Miss? He tried to clown him. Then, to make matters worse, Drake went and removed his LeBron tattoo. Yes, the one he got of another grown man, and covered it up with a new tat of SGA, another grown man. The pettiness, off the charts. But LeBron, he didn't play into it. He didn't respond with some corny bar or a cryptic tweet. No, LeBron hit Drake where it hurts the most with pure, unbothered energy. There's a clip going viral right now of LeBron chilling with his queen, Savannah, right by his side, and they're vibing. I mean, really going off to Kendrick's Not Like Us. LeBron knows every single lyric, word for word, like it's his personal anthem. And Savannah, right there with him, rapping along, living her best life. You already know Drake is seething. This is everything he hates. Two people he once idolized, vibing to his enemy song, looking like royalty, not giving him a second thought. That one clip, it says more than 1,000 tweets ever could. It showed the world that LeBron isn't just brushing off the drama, he's above it. Meanwhile, Drake is spiraling, caught in his own web of insecurities, once again looking like the insecure ex who can't handle seeing people happy without him. At this point, it's not even a fair fight. Drake's out here throwing low blows, and LeBron is casually dancing with his wife while the world watches. And the L Drake took from this is not just about rap anymore. It's about grace, maturity, image, and Drake's losing all three. But it doesn't stop there. Oh no, Team OVO doesn't go down gracefully. When they lose, they drag everyone down with them, and they make noise doing it. Right after this whole LeBron moment blew up, Drake hit the stage and started going way too hard about Kendrick again. His obsession is getting weird. Like, bro, chill, we get it. You're still not over it. The entire tour is slowly morphing into an anti-Kendrick Lamar tour. It's not a concert anymore. It's therapy. Public, messy therapy. And then, as if that wasn't enough, his fans, his die-hard minions, had the nerve to come for Tyler the Creator. Yes, Tyler. They accused him of copying Drake's Honestly Nevermind and said he was trying to create his own version of Nokia. Like, what are we even doing at this point? It's desperation. Pure, loud, sad desperation. And before we dive deeper into what I can only describe as the gold standard of failure in hip-hop, let me just remind you again, if you're a Drake fan and you're mad right now, you brought this on yourselves. You poked the bear. Now deal with it. And here's the final twist of this entire messy tale. Drake isn't just mad at Kendrick. He's now also furious at Tyler the Creator, because Tyler had the audacity to link up with LeBron. Yep, that's the real reason behind this sudden hate campaign. He's salty, petty, pressed. And that's the tragedy here. Drake could have taken the high road. He could have evolved. But instead, he's doubled down on petty shots, unnecessary beefs, and jealous tantrums. And all it's done is expose just how much this whole era has passed him by. Honestly, when you stack all of this madness together, one thing becomes crystal clear. Drake might just be the most miserable man to ever exist in the world of hip-hop. I mean that. The mess he's created right now is catastrophic. It's not something he can simply sweep under the rug. And all it's doing is making him look worse by the second. And let's talk about where this all truly starts to unravel, because it all comes crashing down with his It's All a Blur Big as the What tour, now rebranded as the Special Songs for You tour with Party Next Door. Yeah, sounds about as exciting as being trapped in a room listening to Ice JJ Fish on repeat. The shows? They're just embarrassing. Same tired stage setup as last time, some recycled Anita Max Win design, and they tossed up a few extra lights like we wouldn't notice. It's like they thought, let's distract the audience from the fact that absolutely nothing is happening on stage by blinding them. You buy a ticket expecting energy, creativity, performance, and instead, you get OVO karaoke night. There's Drake doing what he always does, his favorite stage move, pacing back and forth like he's in a loop, radiating zero charisma and just draining the room. And the fans, they're not there for the music. Nah. The one thing Drake still has going for him, the only spark in this burned out stage show, is the beef, the hate, the obsession. And that obsession is laser focused on Kendrick Lamar. Not Drake's music, not his artistry, just his fans chanting "fuck Kendrick" like it's some kind of spiritual ritual. And not once, but for the second time since Wireless Fest. It's not even about music anymore. It's pure bitterness. And you want to know how bad that looks? Just watch the tape. Drake hears him chanting, and he loves it. He soaks it in. He embraces it because it's the last thing keeping his fans together. Not love, not art, not connection. Just hate. Hate for a man who's already sent Drake and his fans into a cultural black hole. And when the moment comes, Drake cracks a smug little response. I can't say I don't agree. Then jumps right into another batch of forgettable tracks that nobody will remember a week from now. He's not performing. He's limping, tired, forgettable. And that's the scariest thing for someone who built an empire on being unforgettable. This whole tour is just a petty charade now. Drake is encouraging this fan behavior, clinging to the one narrative that still makes headlines. We don't like Kendrick Lamar. That's all OVO has left. It's not even about Drake anymore. It's just anti-Kendrick noise. And here's what makes it all worse. This fan base is doing what only the worst fan bases in history do. They're dragging their favorite artist brand through the mud. Let's be real. You're not uplifting Drake. You're making him look pathetic. You've slandered Kendrick. You've thrown shade at Caesar. You twisted the narrative to make it seem like Kendrick's entire tour is secretly about Drake, when in reality, Kendrick hasn't even mentioned him. Not once. The only reason diss tracks are even being referenced in his performance is because Drake made it that way. That's why we got skits about depositions. That's why even the Super Bowl rolled out with Not Like Us, because Drake started this. So let's just ask the honest question again. Who really won this beef? And who's still crying in the comments? Because at the end of the day, one fan base is enjoying the music and having fun, while the other, they're stuck in the past, cooking themselves in bitterness. Drake knows what he's doing. He's not blind to this. He knows this tour will go viral for these moments, and that's exactly what he wants, because it keeps him in the center of attention. It distracts from what's really happening in hip-hop, where the culture is shifting without him. That's the painful part. We're watching a nearly 40-year-old man fight harder for clout than any 20-year-old SoundCloud rapper ever did. That's how far the mighty have fallen. And if you still need more proof that this fan base is one of the most miserable in rap history, just look at what they're doing to Tyler, the Creator. Yeah, the same Tyler who just dropped his 9th album, Don't Tap the Glass, a record that's been celebrated by critics and fans alike. But the second Tyler gets praise, here come the OVO stands, hating, attacking, dragging him through the mud. And it's not just the album they're targeting, it's everything. Why? Because Tyler had the audacity to stand with Kendrick. because he dared to align himself with the artist they can't stop screaming about. And now, Tyler's linked up with LeBron James, yes, that LeBron, and dropped a video for his lead single, Stop Playing With Me, featuring the king himself. And the song is slapped, the video even better. Meanwhile, Drake's watching all this from the sidelines, bitter, washed, and surrounded by Top 5 and Kevin Durant. That's who he has left. That's his support system now. And look, Tyler is not doing anything shady. He's just being Tyler, creative, weird, free. He's having fun, innovating, pushing music forward in a way most artists only dream of. He's building moments. And because of that, Drake's losing even more. Hip-hop is shifting right now. There's a cultural renaissance happening, and Drake can't stand not being the center of it. Like the Hall of Fame clout chaser he is, he's addicted to the spotlight, even if it means contributing nothing to the culture. He's not pushing the art. He's not elevating the genre. He's not even making the music better. And these moments, these cultural wins from Kendrick and Tyler, they only highlight how checked out Drake is. And now, with OVO fans trying to paint Tyler as some kind of poser, just like they tried to do with Kendrick, it's clear this isn't just a Drake versus Kendrick thing. It's a Drake versus progress thing. Because what we're seeing here isn't about music beef anymore. It's about legacy. And Drake's legacy is cracking, loudly, publicly. And with every chant, every tantrum, and every tired diss, he's the one proving he lost. And look, it's not just Kendrick anymore. Anyone who dares to slightly disagree with Drake or even breathe in a direction he doesn't like, boom, they're instantly branded the worst human on earth by the same group of OVO loyalists who act like Drake is some untouchable guy. And now, these fans, these relentless ride-or-die Drake defenders, have launched a full-on attack on Tyler, the Creator. Not just criticizing his new album, Don't Tap the Glass, but dragging it in ways that are downright absurd, saying it's unoriginal, saying it's bad, saying it copies Drake's Honestly Nevermind? Be serious. That's not just delusional, it's straight up disrespectful. They're out here crying about a double standard, that Tyler drops a dance album and gets praised while Drake dropped one that caught nothing but heat. But let's be real, that's not a double standard, that's just standards. Because when Tyler makes music, it's actually creative, it's genre bending, it's interesting, it's good. Drake, on the other hand, he drops an album with elevator beats and empty lyrics and calls it different. Of course the response isn't the same. It shouldn't be. And now, they've got the nerve to say Tyler's track Ring Ring is just a copy of Drake's Nokia. Stop it. Please, let's settle this once and for all. Tyler didn't copy anything. He elevated the sound. He pushed boundaries. He built on his past projects like Igor and then took it 10 steps further. And if your first reaction after hearing it is to scream, "He's biting Drake!" then you clearly haven't been paying attention to anything Tyler's done over the past decade. Matter of fact, you should just go ahead and pack it up. Call us when you get lost. Because this isn't just some creative difference. This is a cultural divide. And if you think Tyler is somehow a Drake clone, then you've missed the point of hip-hop entirely. Tyler just wrapped up 6 sold-out shows in New York and New Jersey. 6! That's the same number Drake did on his entire last tour. Think about that. And yet, these OVO warriors are online trying to gaslight the entire internet into believing Tyler is some industry poser. This is one of the most original artists of our generation. And you're trying to reduce him to a Drake imitator? That's not just wrong, it's laughable. If you actually listen to this Tyler album, really take it in, you'll hear an artist who's evolving, who's experimenting, who's carving out new space in a genre that often feels boxed in. He's not chasing charts. He's creating moments that stick. Meanwhile, Drake, the biggest thing he's done lately is slap emojis on an album cover and make a couple TikTok dances. His lyrics, aging backwards. His bars, weird enough that we won't even quote them because let's be real, OVO stans will absolutely lose their minds. The truth is hard to swallow, but here it is. Tyler is more important to hip-hop right now than Drake has been in years. Tyler's today's Andre 300, today's Q-Tip, a creative genius who's rewriting the rules with every album. He's pushing the boundaries of what rap can sound like, feel like, become. And if you understand that, like most actual rap fans do, then you know why Drake and his camp are being laughed out of the room. Because every time someone else succeeds, they expose how little Drake is actually doing for the art of this culture. And now, with artists like Tyler, Kendrick, and even LeBron James, yes, LeBron, moving the culture forward while Drake plays petty games in the background, is clearer than ever. The culture's moving on from Drake. Moment by moment, hit by hit, headline by headline, Drake is being forgotten. And no one really cares. Because this isn't about numbers anymore. It's not about Instagram stats or playlist placement. It's about contribution, legacy, impact. And what we're seeing now is a man who has lost touch with all of that. A man who built his identity on dominance and now can't stand watching others shine. And what's worse, his fans are just as bitter. They're not celebrating rap, they're hating it. Hating everything that doesn't revolve around their fading hero. So when Tyler links up with LeBron and clips and creates something incredible, when he captured the energy of the culture and turns it into art, that should be a moment to celebrate. But OVO fans, they throw a tantrum. They try to tear it down. They try to gatekeep a genre they clearly don't understand anymore. So yes, while Drake is still clinging to the spotlight, the culture has moved on. And as Tyler, Kendrick, Pusha T, and others continue to elevate the sound and spirit of hip-hop, we're witnessing something beautiful. The sorting out of real fans from the fake ones. Because like Pusha and Malice told us once again, what we're seeing right now is a cleansing, a purge. And those who can't evolve, who can't embrace the culture's growth, are removing themselves from the conversation. Eventually, we'll get to a point where rap looks the best it has since the golden era. Not just because of the music, but because of the culture behind it. So now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about Drake's meltdown over Tyler and Kendrick? Do you think this fan behavior is just petty, or is it exposing something deeper? And how wild is it that OVO fans are coming at Tyler, the creator, of all people, after everything he's done for the genre? Drop your thoughts below. Let's talk about it. And if you made it this far, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It helps a lot. And if you haven't already, go listen to Don't Tap the Glass. It's not just an album, it's an event. One of the best of the year, hands down. Check out the suggested video to find out exactly why this Tyler album is so essential, because trust me, it's more than just music.